Pause.
Go.
Yep. Exactly.
Hello, everyone. What is going on? All right, let's put some Pandora on real quick. Thank you to everyone that is joining us. Welcome to Big Mama's first live. What did we say? I hope you guys had an awesome day today. We did. I did. Did you go? It was okay? Is that right? That's it?
Yeah. Good, very good.
No?
No, I'll copy.
All right, so who's on? Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Ruth. Hi, everyone. Awesome. Thank you for joining us for our first Big Mama Talk, Big Mama Live. So you guys might be wondering, what in the world is this whole Big Mama thing? People have been calling me Big Mama since I had to send a message to my girls from Bath & Body Works when I ran one of the stores. I'm like, how did Big Mama originate? Because I need to know. I didn't make sure I remember right. And one of my friends, Julia, she's like, I think because you were, when I was pregnant with Elizabeth, I was working at Bath and Body Works, and she's like, you were just Big Mama. And then Caitlin was like, well, Mommy, she's like, Marty, you run the show, you know, you're Big Mama. So that name has kind of stuck with me ever since, and that's just, you know, I'm Big Mama in the sense that I try to encourage, and, you know, people, you know, my girls come to me and confide in me when they have issues or have problems or just need someone to listen to. And in the business aspect, I'm Big Mama because I run things, you know? I handle business. So, so this is Big Mama, and this is Big Daddy right here next to me. Big Papa. So, you know, we wanted to kind of do this. This is going to have nothing to do with LuLaRoe, but everything to do with LuLaRoe, because LuLaRoe is us, and it's, you know, LuLaRoe's core values are our core values. We're all about blessing people, and, you know, we want to see families strengthen, and we're just so excited about, you know, what LuLaRoe has done for us and our family. But this is just going to be more of a fun, like, humorous, and hopefully, like I wrote on the post, hopefully you leave inspired. That's the plan, for you to leave inspired and encouraged, and have some fun. It's Monday, the weekend. I had an awesome weekend. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. Babe, how was your weekend without your wife?
I gotta sleep without the baby all up on me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm sure he was snoring as loud as he wanted to.
I cranked my fan all the way up. All the way. It was like a tunnel. It's like a hurricane windstorm in my room. It was awesome.
He's the type of guy that he sleeps with, like, a bunch of fans on. I'm like, I don't care if it's like 80 or 90 degrees. I need comforters. I need, you know.
A sweatsuit.
Yeah, no, I really do.
Comforter.
I'm like, babe, he puts my
And
socks on every night.
Like, wow, I need sockies.
I do. I need my sockies every night. Like, so he puts my sockies on, and it's like 90 degrees in the room,
It's
and I'm
hospital
here.
Socks too, like the big long ones. Hospital socks.
Who else steals hospital socks? I know I do. I have a bunch of them when I go to an appointment or whatever.
4 pair at least.
Yeah.
Mama's
Oh my gosh, yeah. So he puts my sockies on, and, you know, I go to sleep with like 2 comforters. That's just the way I am. So I'm sure he was happy he didn't have to use a comforter. He can have the fan on blast and snore as loud as he wanted without me elbowing him.
Yep. Yeah,
But
didn't have any bruises, so.
So we want to, you know, we want you guys to get to know us a little bit more, because, you know, you guys see us on here all the time, and, you know, we really appreciate each and every one of you, but we want you guys to get to know us a little bit more. So James is gonna, because I love the way he tells the story of how we met and how we got together and stuff, because who else's mom hooked them up? His mother hooked us up. Is she on here?
There's a lot of praying.
Is she on here?
No,
No, I don't know if she's on here, but Miss Terry, she's the one that hooked us up and introduced us. But I remember when, I could tell my part, and you could tell your side, I guess. So when we first, I remember I was dating someone at the time, and she would always mention her son, and we were on worship team together at church, and she, you know, once I broke up with this person, she's like, Marty, you need to meet my son. Like, you really need to meet my son. Like, you know, she always kept talking about her son, and her son James this and James that, but he didn't go to church at the time. And I was like, you know me, I'm FBI. I didn't know I had a criminal justice degree. Yes, I do. So I have a criminal justice degree, but I'm just, you know, women are, we find out everything. Don't be trying to hide nothing from me.
So basically she went on Facebook.
So I went on Facebook, and I found him, and I'm like, yeah.
So I go find him.
I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, so that's my story, and then I want you to tell yours, because his is
the world's shortest story ever. There.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
yeah, go ahead, tell your part. Go ahead.
So, my mom told me before, she's like, oh, I have this, like, Spanish rhino Segway, so cute, he's mine, she's a little boy, he's the best. I'm like, that's awesome. I'll never go out with anyone my mom's going to talk about, or even know. Forget that. Because basically I didn't date anyone, and showed him to my parents. So that wasn't gonna happen. But
So to his parents, he's never had a girlfriend. They were kind of
they saw a couple. They saw a couple. I'd be like, hey, this is a female person I know, and then that'd be it. And then I'd disappear. But so of course, when you're thinking, okay, mom's trying to hook me up with someone, I ended up going to church, take some photos of my niece and nephews. I think it was a Christmas play, right?
It was a Christmas play.
Christmas play. So I'm there taking photos. I'm like, yeah, we need to take some photos and bounce. And then my mom's like, you gotta wait. She's like, you need to meet Maddie. She's at the table. I think you're making copy and tapes or something. You're selling something there. And, so of course I had to go over. And I was like, okay, saw the face. I was like, liking this. And I had, at first I'm thinking, okay, my mom's trying to hook me up with someone. So like 1,000 thoughts run to your mind. You're like, who would my mom be trying to hook me up with? I'm like, pretty sure she has a great personality. Best personality ever. And I'm like, but she might be crazy. Which was true. It's very true. She was extremely crazy. We got that one out. And so it's okay. So she's at the table. And I don't know if she even introduced her. So I think she did, but you were selling something. And I'm like, okay. There was like something obstructing us in the front, like some stupid plant. So like we kind of like just shook hands throughout. We're like, oh hi, nice to meet you. It was kind of awkward. And then
and my sister would say,
my sister was like, hold up there, I'm getting to that point. So I shook hands. I'm like, okay, she's looking nice. I was like, well, Puerto Rican girl here, it's pretty good here. I was like, but I had wishes that I prayed to God for. And I was like, listen, I asked for certain things, and then his sister caught me checking out her butt, and she did not like me. I was like, Lord Jesus, I wanted a Spanish woman. She had everything I was looking for. Yeah, it's like, I gotta know this chick. You gotta take her out to Chili's.
That was a spot. That's when you first start dating. You go to these places. We don't go to Chili's anymore, but
yeah, right? That's like your favorite place. That's all we go to. You're like, I want to go to Chili's, get the chips and queso. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Elizabeth did not like me at all.
So my sister's like, look at this guy. He's like checking out your butt and all this stuff. And
I was like, Becky, oh my god.
I can't tell. So yeah, I mean that, and then we literally started dating.
But I went from there.
We literally started dating right after that. A year later, he asked me to marry him, and then 9 months later, we got married, and we've been married for how long?
Come on, yeah. Hey, that chips and queso was pretty bomb, though. So, no disrespect on Chili's.
So how long we've been together for?
Do you even remember the month? Women are supposed to know everything, so then they can bust the dude when he doesn't remember anything. I don't even know if she remembers the month that we started dating.
We started dating in January.
January what?
January 21st.
January 23rd?
Was it 23rd?
Yeah. So I proposed on the 15th. Because I was like, there's no way I can propose on, like, the exact year. So, like, me and Jesse were planning this.
Jesse is our brother-in-law.
Yep. And, so it all worked out somehow, and I don't even know how. But her friend Jenny was graduating from college. In, nursing school?
Yeah.
So she was graduating from nursing school. So we're already dressed up. We're up in Boston. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I have the ring in my pocket. I'm telling her husband, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to propose today. But this place is like at least an hour away. And I'm like, hey, let's go here. You're like, okay, sure. And then until like a half hour goes by, we're still driving, 45 minutes. We finally get there. I'm like, I hope she isn't wondering what's going on.
I kind of knew he was going to propose.
I'm like, this place is in the boonies. Like,
no, so I don't know if other women have the same feeling or like kind of know, but I knew something was going on. Like, there was like, my stomach was turning, and I'm like, oh my God, he's really going to ask me to marry him today. And he did. He had the waitress come over with the ring on a silver platter. He went all out, asked me to marry him.
Yeah, you went to the bathroom first.
I went to the bathroom, yeah. And, yeah, the rest is history. We've been married for 5 years this year.
Yeah, so we met in December 2009, started dating in January 2010.
Yeah.
So from August 2011.
And then we,
6 years.
6 years this year, right? 6 years. So yeah, and then we have
Far math isn't good, yeah.
So we have Elizabeth, and then we have obviously Gregory, and then we have 2 kids that we sponsor that I call my children. So, do you remember their names?
No.
That's a shame.
One day you're like, oh, we got a kid. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
So we go to I go to a women's conference every year, and for the past 2 years, I've come home with a child that I've sponsored. Yeah. One is from Haiti and one is from Africa. And I called him. I'm like, well, we're sponsoring another child.
I thought you said adopted or something. I was like, what? Yeah.
So we have 2 kids that we sponsor. So yeah, that's us. This is, our, how we met, and, we're, I'm crazy, like he said, but he loves the craziness. He drives me crazy, but I love the craziness. I wouldn't want to do this craziness with anyone else. Would you want to do it with anyone else?
No. Oh yeah, Ruth, you're in trouble. Good luck.
Oh my gosh! So
good luck to you, husband.
Okay, so my 2 cents. So we're gonna.
That's all we're doing.
First things first. We already did first things first. You see, he missed it. So we're gonna do my 2 cents. All right. So my 2 cents. A couple of days ago, Stephen Furtick, I don't know if you guys know him. He's the pastor for Elevation Church. He's like an awesome evangelist, and he had a post on Facebook that was pretty awesome, and it just really resonated with me and hit home, and I feel like a lot of people go through the same thing, and it's funny, my brother-in-law preached something very similar to this the other day on Sunday, but the quote said, God can't bless who you're pretending to be. How awesome is that? He can't bless who you're pretending to be, because that's not you. And I feel like a lot of the times, and I deal with this all the time, like that insecurity, or, why, you fall into that comparison trap, and you're like, oh my gosh, she has an awesome business, and she's doing all this stuff, and look at her marriage, it looks like it's perfect, because, everyone's life is perfect on Facebook. It is. Everyone's life is, because they would never show you.
We have the best marriage on Facebook. We're the best couple. We don't fight. Our house is always clean. Always have dinner ready on time. Like, yeah.
It's it's funny. I've had people come up to me and like, Marty, like, your life seems like it's like you have it all,
think
man.
But you got no idea.
You have it all. You have, your husband's amazing, and he is amazing. And take away from that, but you seem to have it all put together and all together. But in reality, you guys, I'm crazy. Like, I don't have it all put together. Crazy. Like, there's,
If you know any of the Serrano sisters, fair to say.
Fair to say. That's gonna be another thing we have on there. Fair to say. Amadiism, right there. So, I'm like, I have a lot of things that I deal with that maybe, like everyone else on Facebook, they hide. They don't show all that stuff. So, you fall into that trap where you compare yourself to others and are wondering, why are they getting blessed? Or, why did their business propel so much quicker than mine? Why am I still in the forefront? And they're like past and they're doing amazing things, But there's a time and a reason and a season for everything. And I feel like, we need to just embrace who we are at the moment, at that time. And, I'm preaching to the choir because this is something that I'm personally dealing with on a daily basis, I need to be content where I'm at and just be happy for who God created me to be. Because God didn't create me to be my sister. And I'm always like, oh my God, my sister, I love her so much. Like, she's awesome. She's such a people person. Like, she's one of those people, for you guys that know Elizabeth, you know what I'm talking about. Like, everyone just flocks to her. Like, she's like a magnet, and everyone just, enjoys being with her, and, they love her so much, and she always has a word, she always has a word for everyone. So I'm always like, how can I wish I was like my sister. I wish I was able to make friends like her and just, be more like her. But, God is like, Elizabeth is already taken. Like, why would I created you so you could pretend to be Elizabeth? You need to pretend to be Marielys because that's who I created you to be. I created you to be Marielys, not Elizabeth. I created you to be Marielys, not her or not him. You know? And, you know, I think with Facebook, you know, and this whole ideal of perfection and everyone wants to be perfect, you know, and everyone wants everyone to think that they're perfect. I deal with that all the time, and you know, but you guys, I struggle. I deal with so many things that, you know, I have to pray about. I have to ask forgiveness from my husband every day because, you know, I'm crazy and I run
like
my
if
mouth.
the kitchen don't smell like bleach, it ain't clean.
It's not clean. It's not clean, you guys. If it doesn't smell like bleach,
Listen,
it's not
when
clean.
she cooks chicken, she soaks it in vinegar and then throws some lemons in there. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, it's already dead. It's gonna be cleaned in the oven when I put it on 400 and it's just cooking.
Oh
I'm like, you just wasted mad time to put a chicken in some vinegar, and now it smells like stinky feet in like the whole house. Then we have to spray it down and make sure we Clorox the house, so that's how we smell.
So it is clean. If you clean the house, it needs to smell like Clorox. It needs to smell like detergent. It needs to smell like some
Fabuloso.
something. Fabuloso. It needs to smell
Yeah,
like
that's
Fabuloso. I'm telling you. If it doesn't smell like Fabuloso, it's not clean. Mm-mm. No, honey, it's not clean. It's dirty. So anyways, back to the thing. So, babe, do you guys ever deal with that? Like, you know, wanting... No, I want to know, because I know it's something that I deal with as a woman. No, I really know it's something that a lot of women deal with. We deal with it, you know, that perfection, and we want to be somebody else, and we want to, you know, we always compare our now to someone's, you know, maybe they're later, and what we don't know what they've gone through to be where they are at right now, but I know I deal with that, and that's something that, you know, I've been praying about. But is that something that guys deal with too? Like, maybe in a different sense, like not, you know, because I know guys don't really care about appearance as much, but just like jobs and like finances and stuff like that. Like, do you find yourself being one of those people?
I don't know.
No? You don't compare? You know?
I'm pretty chill though, so.
Yeah. James is like the glass is half full kind of guy. Like,
I just don't let stuff bother me unless it's
he doesn't.
major.
He's very optimistic.
She'll have an anxiety attack or a kitchen not being clean. If I have I'll have an anxiety attack if I think of losing my job or losing the house or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I'll start losing my mind. And then I'll get 3 jobs if I do too. But
Yeah.
you're like,
I think I don't know. I just feel like women in general, we, you know, we deal with this, and it's something that I deal with, and, you know, but I need to be content where God has me. And sometimes I'm like, you know, eventually I want to leave the job. No surprise, I say that all the time, but eventually I want to leave where I'm at and work, you know, my business full time. And, you know, I'm like, wow, God, I'm still here. But one thing that I can say, excuse me, everywhere that I've been, every job that I've been, it could have been, you know, and I've been in retail forever. I have a degree in criminal justice. I really do have a degree in criminal justice, but I've been in retail for such a long time. And one thing I can say is God will use you where you're at if you're willing to be used. Like, every job that I've had, I had the opportunity to impact someone's life, whether it was a coworker, whether it was my, you know, the girl that worked next door at the jewelry counter, whether, you know, God gives us so many opportunities to impact someone's life and be that shining light. So it doesn't matter where you're at. God can use you anywhere. And he used me in these seasons where I've been working with people because that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about working with people. I'm passionate about, you know, helping people see their inner beauty come out with clothes. You know, that's something that I'm passionate about. So I'm thankful when you really sit down and look at things. I can see how God has used me. And I know, you know, he has more for me, you know, and my tomorrow is going to be so much better than my yesterday. It's going to be so much better than today. And I just need to be content where I'm at and not try to rush the process because I'm a work in progress, you know, progress. But, you know, so I just want to encourage you guys today, you know, be who you are, be who God created you to be, because that person is special, and that person will influence others and can impact others, and God will be able to use you where you are at rather than you try to be someone else. Because that person is taken, and you can't be that person because you're you. So that's my little 2 cents for the night, you know. So we want to leave you guys with 2 verses that you guys can, really take up and, follow up on. And it's going to be the first one. It's going to be Browticus. What is it? Browticus.
Browticus 1:1.
Thou
brow shalt stay on fleek.
Yes. And then we're going to leave you, what is it called, babe? Why
Browticus. Browticus.
Browticus. I can't deal with that.
So.
Jesus.
This is from yesterday's comment.
This is from yesterday. We were talking about brow or no brow, and all my brows on fleek, you guys. But the second verse we want to leave you guys, because this one's really important.
Yeah.
If the first one wasn't important,
because I mentioned this, and this is definitely the second one.
If you don't take anything away today, take away that God loves you the way you are, and take away this: thou brows should not look like McDonald's arches, and that's
Browticus 1 too. So. Just, yeah. Let's just I guess leave you at that, because there's really nothing else you can even say after that.
Oh my God, you guys! So that was our first live. We wanted to keep it short and just fun and sweet, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We're gonna come, every week with new content and just new things that maybe God has been speaking to us.
Schedule here.
But the schedule. So Mondays is gonna be Big Mama Live. So typically I'm gonna do it with James because that's my baby. That's my big papa. Big Papa. And I'm Big Mama. All right, there we go. Tomorrow we're going to do an outfit of the day, so look out for that. Wednesday is Wicked Pissa Wednesday Live.
Wicked Pissa.
Wicked Pissa. And that's not a bad word, you guys. If you're not from Boston, Wicked Pissa.
It just means wicked awesome.
Means wicked awesome.
Means really awesome.
All right, so we're going to have a Wicked Pissa Awesome Live, right? And whatever. And I'm getting about how many boxes? How many pieces of inventory this week?
So I ordered 102 that should arrive, I think, Wednesday and Thursday.
Wednesday and Thursday. So we're going to have a live on Wednesday, a Wicked Pistol Live on Wednesday. So you don't want to miss that. And then shop the inventory on Thursday, typically every Thursday at 8:30. You guys, this Thursday, we're going to be part of our the money that we raise. It's going to go towards a young lady that is just trying to get back on her feet. She was a domestic violence victim, and we want to help her out. That's what we're about. That's what LuLaRoe is about. That's what we're about. You know, blessing others, strengthening families. That's what we want to do. God has blessed us. We want to be a blessing to others. So make sure that you guys support, if you can, on Thursday, so we can, give a good amount to her, so she can get back on her feet and know that she's loved. And Feeling Fresh Friday. This is for the peoples that want to go out. You know what I mean? The light going out Friday night.
So you'll have to refer to our first scripture before you go out.
Yes, make sure those brows are on fleek when you go out. That's important.
And make sure they're not McDonald's arches, okay?
Can't be having no McDonald's arches. We don't want McDonald's arches. So that's going to be Friday. We're going to do, it's going to be very similar to the outfit of the day. We're going to post some outfits that you can wear for the weekend. And if you're a local, just come pick it up and you're ready to go. Your weekend outfit is going to be on point because Big Mama over here is going to create it and is going to put it together for you. So you're going to be looking fly. All right. And what else, babe? You have anything you want to add? Anything?
No.
How beautiful your wife looks.
They already know that. It's like obvious.
Sweet. All right.
I mean, they look at me and they're like, obviously, he's gonna have a hot wife.
Aww, you're so sweet. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining. We love you, and stay tuned for more Big Mama Live talks next week. We hope you enjoyed it. It was simple and sweet and to the point, and we hope you laughed. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace out.